Such a rude internet. Can't believe it. Yeah, welcome back. I know it was down. It just cut out for like a minute, and then YouTube gave up on the stream, so it reconnected me to the chat. But I could. The stream was over, so I had to make a new one. Hello, everybody. All hail the King of the Penguins. I'll let people get back, and then we'll see how this attack went down. My intro song. I know you guys, you don't have the intro song anymore. I guess I could have brought it back up. I know, the stream died so fast. So, Tigris came in here and killed off my battlecopter with the stealth, which was covered by this fighter, so that forces Tigris to attack this fighter. Hello. So the breakthrough here. Anything comes in, kills a tank, or it kills an infantry, so that the bomber can hit my Neo tank. And then everything over here is rocket buy. I think this is all because Tigris is trying to make a magnet to not get absolutely blown out by the Rachel Super here. So yeah, the fighter comes in and gets this attack, although it's going to die for it. But it does stop my fighter from killing the stealth. Okay, so here I have the choice of classic Rachel stuff. I can either go for the normal power and kill stuff off, or I can go for, and then still have some charge left over for constant threatening, or I could go for the Rachel super and kind of let Andy get the super to heal it off, because this is a magnet up here. I think there's a magnet over here too. Shadow, don't look away. My internet apparently relies on your vision. So I'm going to use the lucky lass here. Kill stuff off. I'm just going to ignore this stealth, because this fighter could do as little as 5 damage, and I've got better uses for it. I don't get the kill on that anti-air, slightly low roll with that tank. And I'm going to go up here, get some really good attacks here. Boom, one shot. Boom, one shot. This is double comm tower Rachel with normal power. So those aren't like max rolls, but they're, you know, they're not minimum rolls to get those one shots. 9 kills 8. Kill the 9. And then I'll just block off this city so that the tanks can't get involved down here. Move the artillery up. Yeah, I just ignore the stealth. This fighter has kind of got it pinned in now. Those are some forbidden rolls right there. That's what you get with double comm tower. It gives you that extra wiggle room. Wins off of luck. That's not even max rolls. If I wanted to win off of luck, I would have charged in here and tried to like kill something. But again, I'm not going to attack over here because I don't want to give Tigris an advantage on this side for using the super. At this point, it's just GG. It's kind of completely overrun over here. We have joins. For the pipe runner, respect it. And there's a resignation. GG. So that game kind of came down way back here. GG. It's pretty much as soon as this happened, and then I attacked into it, got the kill, and then the tank hits my tank instead of this infantry, as well as getting this comm tower at the same time. That kind of set the pace for the entire game. Because now Tigris is down a city, I'm up 2 comm towers, and I decide to just stall. The rare penguin stall. Which definitely took me some adjustments, because I do give up some of these free shots. Yeah. I'm learning. I'm adapting. The GG. The cold penguin stall. But yeah, this is... it is important to keep in mind these kind of situations where you can kind of dive in and take those get hit with the first strikes, as long as you're not giving up control of an area and they don't have like good follow-up for the captures. Go7 is evolving. So GG, well played. All right, we can now cover non-Go7 games. I have like an hour and 20 minutes left before I have to go. We have a first-time submitter. With one. Poland versus Kilmefirst. Oh, an Olaf mirror on Caustic finale. Yeah, I don't know why I got changed to Go7 King. I think that's because I like made a Gmail attached to the an affiliated Gmail account that I called Go7 King, and then I just renamed my YouTube channel all on its own. I was like, you can't just rename my YouTube channel. How rude is that? Kilmefirst is already yellow comments, so let me pull this. We're facing right, we're facing left, that's fine. I can't, this is the best internet provider in the area, unfortunately. You had to battle for your email and YouTube names for the last 6 years or so, right? Okay. So we've got Poland versus Kilmefirst, Olaf mirror Caustic finale. Everybody's favorite. So, of course, Olaf mirrors, a lot of it does come down to who can get the first power, the first super. And Poland is not going for the aggressive corner play here, which might come back to haunt them. But neither is Kilmefirst, so in that case, it's just a wash. And we'll see what kind of openings they go for. There's some tank, there's recon, and there's artillery openings here. So Kilmefirst doesn't go for an artillery this turn. Had the money. But Kilmefirst is, this is kind of interesting, is rushing for the corner, but not buying the artillery for follow-up. You buy the artillery here. I think maybe they're just going to buy the artillery here on the next turn. Okay, and then both players are Sending 2 infantry to this corner. Oh, we had a tank first from Poland. Okay. Well, this will have some nice pressure on this contested property. We'll see what it does. We have a tank first over here from Kilmefirst to cover this contested property's capture, because Poland went for this move down rather than going for this city, which immediately threatens this capture. So here, I assume Poland's going to follow this up with a tank. You go for this capture, you build a tank, and now you have like a tank race constantly fighting over here. So I do like this move, although I don't like it with the tank being built down here. But it might be just the idea is to, because this is a mixed base situation, so you can always pressure on different points of the map and try and overload your opponent's economy. Not your best showing? It happens. Don't worry. Like, if my game against Tordread was not the best showing. These things happen. So yeah, we do have, this is going to require a base skip, unfortunately. We do have the tank follow-up, because this tank is pretty much forced to interrupt this capture. Ooh, I see. So this tank's going to come up and support. And we have a base skip over here. If you're going to base skip, this is probably the best one to base skip on. So sounds good. There we go. We do have the tank here, and that kind of forces these tank chains. Gives Poland a nice first strike with the tank, and then also this follow-up tank. Which actually means that Poland can guarantee this capture with a join. We might see is one of the big contested cities on the map. So some nice permanent econ advantage out of that. Join. Whoa. Oh, okay. Sure, that's fine. Going in for the double swing. Puts pressure on this infantry if it wants to help out this fight. It would have to stop its capture. There we go. There we have the join. So that's pretty nice. It does cost Poland more unit count after also base skipping, but it's probably worth it to get this city, assuming you can hold it. Well, Kilmefirst. I mean, what Kilmefirst has going for them right now is just a lot of infantry right here. This situation looks very good for Poland so far. Kind of everywhere. Except for this attack. Well, the Kilmefirst is going to have more money to build vehicles this turn, so we'll see what they end up making. And then yeah, this is a good move for Kilmefirst, because this did have to base skip, and the tank moved away. So there's just a single infantry to try and interrupt this. And Kilmefirst has the infantry advantage over here. Just hits here with the tank and then retreats with this tank to heal up. Builds another tank. Okay. It might have been better. I don't know. It might have been better to just stay here and finish off this tank, because then you have a 3 tanks to 2. One of yours is injured at 5. I don't know. But now this lets Poland kind of 2-shot this tank and then have this tank go back into them. And now we have the artillery coming over. The delayed artillery for the corner. Okay. Poland comes in. Whoa. Okay. That I don't like. to go for that hit. I mean, that's pretty cheeky. The problem with this is that it's a full health tank going after a 5 health tank, and it can be locked in here pretty easily. Poland is going to get this corner. Also has, like mines, also has the artillery being built. Take the corner. All right. Kilmefirst doing pretty well in the econ here. Has the first comm tower. Does decide to go for this. It makes a lot of sense. And then it's going to start bullying with this nice infantry count. I like it. And then, yeah, you just kind of trap this tank in. Looking good. This is kind of the situation where if Kilmefirst wanted to, they could build a mech to save up money for next turn getting a medium tank over here. Okay. You guys learned? Yeah, dive in here is definitely an overextension. Still gets this city though, although it was kind of a trade of contested cities, which is always a little awkward. And then the infantry count up here, that's a pretty daring attack, is definitely working well for Kilmefirst. It's going to be supported with this artillery. So these cities, I would not be surprised if they end up falling. What on earth? I don't know why Poland is attacking there. It's a very covered infantry by its buddies. It might be just to try to overload this guy. It's for meter. It's not for meter. You're nowhere close to the super yet. Ooh. Not repairing these tanks. Okay. The 3 health tank is kind of a threat. We're gonna have the nice stare off between the infantry down here. Whoa. Okay. Kilmefirst decides to attack this infantry. Oh, okay. Never mind. That makes more sense. Attacking in from both sides to kill this one off. Rather than going for attacks up here. Then brings in a whole bunch of those. Just kind of gives up. This is pretty rare. You don't usually see this fight kind of just sputter out. Usually it stays forever. Just improvise the opener, then try to salvage the game afterwards. Works every time. Openers are important. I will say that. And back. Artillery, we have tank. Okay, so Kilmefirst does not want to kind of overextend into these tanks. Does stay in this corner though. We have the stare off happening here. Going for the city cap. Very nice with the artillery backup. So I think this infantry just dies to a tank, so I don't think blocking with this infantry makes any sense. It might be a roll, though. No, it's definitely not a roll. Okay. These two armies are trying to connect over here. It's very weird to see a Caustic Tonalli game where this fight just stops, and now we have a like a ring around the rosy almost happening here. Backs up over here. I mean, the corner city is really hard to take, so just trying to maintain control of this city makes a lot of sense while taking this one. You could also build an... This is probably a case where Poland should build an artillery here, because this tank is not needed to cover anything at this point. And then the artillery would be able to pretty much maintain control over these cities forever. So we have the slow push, Kilmefirst moving in over here. And then, yeah, that's why I wouldn't put that infantry there. That's a very good attack by Kilmefirst. It's not possible for Poland to actually hold this point. So if the artillery fires on this tank, it will end up dying, right? Because there's not enough stuff left to wall. So it does shoot the tank. Oh, Poland's going... This must be in an attempt to get the super. Something. All right. Oh, okay. Trying to protect the artillery, I guess. Diving in here, overloading these two bases. This is kind of leave these properties pretty open to being captured. Okay. Very much walking away from this army, but it is kind of... You have to be careful it's Kilmefirst here, because the units that moved away were tanks, so they can always just kind of zip on back if you move forward in an unsafe fashion. Go for the 2-hit KO, doesn't get it. Starts this capture. This is where Poland really wants to have a tank over here. Ooh, Poland has ideas of locking down this base. Okay, Kilmefirst just backs up. Attack, kill it, and then does the tank go in for the strike? Go up here instead. Whoa, I don't know about the tank going here. I guess it's okay because this infantry can't be killed, so there's only one single tile to attack from. This guy can't wrap all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, this is getting very risky. I do like the front switch up here. I don't think Poland should have attacked on that. That definitely left open a vulnerability. Ooh, interesting. So I thought that Kilmefirst was going to try and push forward with the infantry and artillery, and that's probably what Poland thought was going to happen too. And instead, Kilmefirst is like, well, I'm just going to front switch to where your tanks really aren't, and threat to take all of these cities. This is like scrambling together a wall just barely. At this point, Kilmefirst is kind of set up to get the first Olaf power. I'm surprised that Poland's attacking it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Poland can get this. That's never happening. Attack here. Now Poland can't get the power off of its remaining engagements. Oh no, it's even giving Kilmefirst the power, like the super exactly. Okay, overloaded by 500 charge. Oh no. This is the nightmare of every Olaf mirror. Kilmefirst just gets to use the super as the turn starts and kill off so many things. That 20,000 damage. Gets the first strike over here. Kill off all of these infantry. Pop. So he moves forward. Now the base is somewhat under threat. These guys are getting moved to heal up after the opposing Winter Fury. I like it. infantry are really cheap to repair, and it's kind of important that they're at full health, so that's good. Whoa, goes in for the hit on this tank. Doesn't even want to use it over here. Is there really not a use for the tank over here? There's 100% a use for the tank over here. I don't. This is a little sketchy. I'd just kill off the tank instead. Oh, decides not to attack into this mess though. Okay. And then all of these infantry are now injured, so all of these, like the captures that are being threatened, aren't nearly as scary. But yeah, opponent got super overcharged. I'm still surprised that this tank wasn't killed. Take a 10-8, but like you get shot by the artillery here. The artillery had no targets. Yeah. But breakthrough to hit this artillery was a very nice find by Poland. Tank gets hit a few times. Poland diving in here, trying to the attempt to try and overload these artillery or something. That looks sketchy to me. Ooh, the artillery does have a lock on the base. Dream in the dream. I guess there's nothing really but injured tanks here to break through, but the artillery do kind of make this happen. You go artillery shot and then tanks hit here and then, or no, yeah, an artillery shot here. If that doesn't kill a tank, one of the injured tanks can finish it off and you can go through. And never mind, you can't hit these artillery, but you can beat up all these tanks. I mean, this is looking definitely very cramped for Kilmefirst. Okay. Kill off the infantry. But, Kilmefirst not attacking into this. Okay. Let's kill off this stuff. Has another artillery over here, so this is very good pressure. Walls off this this base. Does get the kill on the infantry over here, although it'll just be an infantry trade so far. Follow up injured infantry. Ooh, I like this pressure. Going for this city capture is really annoying. Only this infantry, or I guess these two infantry can interrupt it. Tank just backs up. And then doesn't even build a medium tank. I guess you don't have the money to build a medium tank. Just an infantry. Oh my gosh. And an artillery over here. The best defense is a good offense. Poland probably. Attack, attack, attack. I mean, Poland is in a really tight spot. Kind of has to win with this attack down here. Because 22 to 34 units is really tough. Okay, does clear the base. And he gets to hit from the base. Kill the infantry and hit the artillery. I mean, this is looking like a nice attack for sure. Even joins the tanks. Build a tank over here. Okay. Kilmefirst is still way up in unit count. 100% going to get that second super first. That's some Sith level of ice in his veins. This looks like the base is just super locked. Okay, we have a slightly weaker base lock going on over here. Join together. Okay. Is this to like kill this off and then the 9 health tank comes in and gets the kill? Whew, that might have been a roll. I don't know. It interrupts that capture. Has to base skip for that. That's a really dangerous base skip too, because the tank is to hit you. And we have the medium tank to hold the base. Okay, okay. I guess the base skip is kind of mandatory anyway. Artillery gets taken out. Okay. Poland's also base skipping over here. It does get that city capture. It does shoot the medium tank, but it only does 2 damage. Tries to break through here. If it is very important for well, not very important, but it would be nice for Poland if they could make it so this medium tank can't move. Okay, killed off the 2 health tank. I'm not sure why this 5 health tank is being placed here instead of the 1 health infantry. They both die to the 9 health artillery. You'd rather have a 5 health tank. A bunch of tanks get bought over here. Okay, so it looks like Kilmefirst is going to hold this base just barely. Just barely. And that's very good news, because Kilmefirst is so much closer to getting the super, and I imagine the second super is just going to win the game. Also a very scary lock happening over here. Does that take off? Just builds an infantry. No fear. This is the double artillery. Discounting on the fact that there's not very good follow-up anymore. Kilmefirst has an econ lead somewhere. What's the one city? Oh, it's this city. Kilmefirst got. Yeah, the super is just around the corner. It's the artillery. It's the artillery. So close to getting this city. Has to just also build an infantry over here. Doesn't even stand on the base. Just somewhat asking for Kilmefirst to build something. Although these are going to get knocked down to 6 health each, so they're going to be much less imposing. So here we get the nice snow. So Poland is down quite a bit in unit count, but it looks like almost all of that is just infantry. Yeah. Which is mainly this. So that means that Poland's going to have a hard time actually pressuring multiple points on the map. But it also means that this is still going to do a lot of damage. It's like, that's still 20k? 18k? Another medium tank. Stepping out of the way. Healing up this medium tank, sure. Yeah, I don't think Poland is going to be able to get this. Kilmefirst just barely held on. I don't think you should join cap that. Because, well, I guess it doesn't super matter. The 3 health will get knocked down to a 1. The 9 health capping and the full health capping will still capture in 3 turns if just the snow hits. Hi, Drag Go7. Yeah, you can see just the 6 health artillery aren't quite enough to really threaten to stop this. Man, Poland was so behind in the charge that even after all of that, didn't get the super, has to go for this negative attack. Still doesn't have the super. My gosh. Welcome to the Olaf mirror. Got there. Just barely. Well, you're not too worried about it not walling because you do have a healthier artillery. But yeah, the join's not bad because I mean, just getting knocked down to 1 isn't great. Poland builds a medium tank over here to try and save this HQ. You think Olaf is winning? Yeah. Go in here, kill off that tank, keep the capture, nice join cap. I think that join cap actually doesn't quite secure it forever. Kill off the tank. Oh my gosh, so much stuff going down. Yeah. Got the tank covered by it. This is where just your infantry count matters so much. It makes the tank fight completely one-sided when there's just infantry in the way. You always get your tank first strikes. Artillery gets hit by the medium tank. Tank gets bought. Yeah, Kilmefirst is holding over here, although Poland does get this harbor, evening up the income. Or not quite yet. Never mind. Medium tank does go down. Going for this capture, but having to join cap for these, making the unit count even worse. Barely stops the base from being taken for now. Yeah. I mean, Poland might be having the dreaming that Poland does it to buy the battleship here. I was gonna say it might be dreaming the dream of taking this harbor to build a battleship to take the base. But in this case, it's build a battleship to try and save your base. Okay, kill that tank. It's not gonna. I don't think the battleship can even save the base, which is heartbreaking. Because Kilmefirst can just put in like an infantry here. And, or there. And there's no way for Poland to do 9, or actually has to one-shot this, essentially. Rest in peace, battleship. Well, the battleship's still alive, but rest in peace, Poland's funds. Yeah, Poland resigns. Yeah, this base was going down, and this battleship can get overwhelmed. You almost had an HQ cap that turn? What? You go here. You go here. I see you block here with the tank. And the artillery goes here, and the infantry goes here. Wait, is that not an HQ cap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, no. Wait, infantry here, infantry caps, tank goes here. Oh, the tank set. No, it heals up to 6, so it can't sack. Oh, the 2 HP artillery. Oh, okay. No kidding, you almost had it. Wow. You can kill it, but then you don't have something that can block here. Wait, can't Poland, well, Poland could sack for power, but probably actually can't sack for power, so it wouldn't be enough. But wow, that's very close. That's a very close HQ cap. Okay, I can probably get this game in. We have Maleous versus Tordread, another Tordread game. Drake versus Drake, another Tordread game, and another mirror. Okay, we're on this map again. So Tordread was playing Olaf on here before, and now decided to go with Drake. You're here from the start. Okay, so we have a Drake mirror. Malleous, why did you go with Drake? The airport's somewhat strong on this map. Of course, if you're in a Drake mirror, the airport's just as strong for both players. Okay, so Tordread's going to go for... Tordread's really been liking this early recon into... Or is it going to be early recon into an artillery next turn? Is that like the new Tordread thing? Maleous went with a fast tank. Always solid. And Tordread city skipped here, which I like a lot. Let this guy go for this airport in this city, and then give yourself some more forward captures. Big map, so the super does a lot of damage. I agree. There tends to be really large standing armies on this map. It is going to be a recon into artillery. Okay, and we got double tank from Maleous. Looking good. I'm assuming this tank is going to take a nice central place. And we have Tordread kind of rushing the recon down here, which is the opposite of what he ended up doing against Reimer, where he rushed up here with the recon. So I do like early artillery. It lets them get nice in position, and then you have your vehicles kind of follow it up before you're being put under a lot of pressure. Okay. The artillery and the tank follow up, and then the recon's going to come join it. Gotcha. Malleous is being very aggressive and forward here. As long as you keep... This is the idea with the strong side, weak side. You'll see that all of the vehicles are being kept on the same side. And that makes it so you're never going to run into an army that's just stronger than you, because the best they could have, assuming you haven't crossed over the kind of dividing line of the map, is the best they could have is an army of the same strength as you. Assuming you're not, like, messing up your capture game in some way. Okay. So Tordread's very ready for a fight over this city. We'll see if Malleous decides to attack in there. It would be a little daring. Does go for the recon strike, or the kill on the recon. And then goes for the tank first strike. So this artillery is going to get some value. And then I don't like this strike on the tank. And the reason why is because it crosses the reinforcement line. Basically, this is one turn, and then this is exactly 2 turns. So that makes this officially an overextension to go for this attack. This is a part 2 to the stream. There's a part 1, that has the Dragon in the Dark replay before the internet died. Okay, then we have anti-air recon, looking good. So I don't like this attack just because it's an overextension by that one, just barely. I'd rather, in Malleus' shoes here, I'd rather actually interrupt this capture probably. Which might feel a little awkward, but that's the kind of thing you have to do when you're trying to play around those reinforcement distances. So that's a very nice pick off for Tordread there. Tonalli was going to be the first game, but it got flipped due to a request of Tonalli being busy during the beginning there. So Maleous is going to start taking some fights here on, I assume. Yeah, that's a good attack because, I mean, the vehicles are shown to be over here. Go for where they're not. Backing up. Very nice. You're still, like, Maleous is still in this, especially if Tordread decides to overextend in response to Malleus' own overextension. And this is the Drake mirror, which is somewhat similar to the Olaf mirror, but the normal power is actually usable, so it's not all about who gets the first super. But the first super is going to have a similar effect on the game as the first Olaf would have if neither player wants to use the normal power. The Tordread is attacking into this very aggressively. And this is where Malleus gets to decide whether or not to continue fighting here or to just like front switch and hit down here. The front switch will be pretty effective against Tordread, but the units aren't in the best position currently to front switch because this tank is kind of isolated off in the corner. Does attack, ends up seeing the artillery. Smack the infantry, smack the tank, smack the tank, smack the tank. I like it. Making sure to stay on this 3 turns for both players to reach area. So there's no overextension in this case. The artillery is going to get a nice attack. We do have the Drake copters coming out to make up for the unit count, I believe. Would Drake go up a tier in fog if he didn't lose vision in the rain? I don't think that he'd go up a tier in fog, no. But, I mean, it would help Drake. For sure. The normal power is now available for both players. Recons have spied each other. Ooh. We're diving in, making sure to stay within the artillery safety zone. However, at this point, Maleous can try and dive in on the artillery, although it's a little bit risky. The nice thing for Maleous is that this artillery is not within the 2-turn reinforcement range, so it's not an overextension to kill the artillery, which is really good. Not that I think Maleous can actually straight up kill the artillery this turn, just hit it. Let's just go for that hit. Pick off the tank on the side here. Kill off infantry. Kill off that infantry. There's no point in, well, there's a slight point I guess, in hitting this artillery for repair costs, but it's a lot better to kill off infantry. Because a 1 health infantry is a blocker. It's also a very easy way to get vision. And Tordread actually has not replaced that recon over here, so vision is going to become an issue very quickly. Maleous went double copter and then lots of tanks. Tordread went single copter, artillery, and lots of tanks. So usually if you're getting an artillery at this point, that's an inclination that you want to fall back, because the artillery is really bad at charging into an active combat zone, because it doesn't get to move and attack like these guys do. So it like slows down your reinforcements. Oh, okay. Tordread's moving the anti-air forward. That's very desperate to get this artillery to shoot a tank. Well, this is really good for Malleus, because now the anti-air is exposed and the Malleus copters can kind of do what they want. Tordread is also setting Malleus up to get the super. Whoa. We have Neo-Tank Infantry. Base skip. Okay. Yep, go in, hit the anti-air, kill off the anti-air, kill off the infantry, hit the infantry. Malleus gets the super. Copter gets to come in, hit up this tank. I assume we have the tank hit, and then hit the artillery down to 3. Very nice. Kill off that infantry. This is very good for Malleus. Losing this anti-air for Tordread, losing the anti-air for Tordread, and then also having this artillery be part of the reinforcements for an ongoing brawl is hurting Tordread a lot there. So now these two copters are really happy. So even if this anti-air, which is currently out of vision, and it's not really a great way to get vision. I guess the copter can hit. But even if this anti-air goes down, there's actually a copter chain for Malleus. So Tordread's just like in a world of hurt over here. Do have the super response, so this is now kind of turning into that Olaf mirror. We're getting the first one is really good. There's the copter strike. That was a mistake. I'm not sure why Tordread did that. It's a mistake because these two tanks can only hit one thing, and they can hit this anti-air from this tile. So to use the forward tank to occupy that tile is rough. Instead, they're just going to go heal, I guess. Okay, well that's really good for Malleus. These guys are pretty exposed, and these are low health tanks that can either go heal or join or just be used for vision and that kind of thing. Come in, smack the copter. Debatably, you could sack the copter, but finish it off with the other copter. This is also fine. It comes in, yeah, killing off the artillery is nice. Finish off the copter, okay. These tanks retreat to be nice little wallers and vision. There's the other artillery back here for Tordread. Now, like this very, very slight investment from Malleus to the bottom. Saw that it was nothing but infantry and two recons fighting each other. A single tank comes down here and it's like completely over. Okay. Tordread does get this city. Gets a nice hit on this tank, kills off that anti-air, charging forward to hit this copter. So this is what Tordread did against Nightmare. in the Olaf versus Eagle game, and Nightmare just kind of backed off and let Tordread do this. This is kind of backed up by a single Neo tank. We'll see how this goes down. I don't expect Malleus to let this kind of go unpunished, though. I like this mid-fight heal. Go up to a 10 HP on the infantry. Ooh, Malleus does let this go away unpunished? Okay. It worked against Malleus. It worked against Nightmare. Tordread has to back off over here, doing this big old front switch. What on earth? Tank, I guess, was trying to lie in wait. Rest in peace, tank. Recon gets a kill. Kill off this infantry. Very good to have this nice forward recon. It's going to die, but it's going to... It makes sure that this tank isn't going to die, and it's going to be quite the warning signal that there's been a big front shift. So very nice. Malleus just invests. It's like tank, copter, complete domination of this front. Very good job. You were scared. In comes the tank. Ooh, I think Tordread... A weird move. Tordread must have thought that Malleus just sent in 2 tanks to kill that tank and then front switched down here. Uh-oh. So this is Tordread getting out of the comfort zone. You can see that the forces are getting divided. I would expect Malleus is going to probably take the city and run. I thought I was going to take the city and try and kill off the infantry. Pop. Pop. Okay. Ooh. Not take the city and run. It's not take the city and kill the infantry. Okay. It's take the city, kill off a tank. Does lose. Is going to end up losing the copter. Rest in peace. It's going to kill this tank. It's a weird move. Tordread. I mean, Malleus sees quite a few things down here, so be pretty confident with attacking over here. And there isn't a recon with this. Oh, no, there's a recon with it. Okay. So the recon's important because this Neo tank does need supporting vision. We have the first Malleus artillery. It's going to make this Neo tank potentially very unhappy. I know Tordread unit count is big sad right now. I think vehicle-wise, doing okay. Well, even a little bit down in vehicle count. But down by, what is that, 8 infantry? That hurts. Anti-air does get a nice kill. Recon charges forward. Does see all of these tanks. We'll see if the Neo tank decides to come in. It does. Recon gets hit. This recon manages to save the front. Yeah, there's like no... there's no healthy infantry with Tordread's army. Okay, so at this point, Malleus should just ignore the Neo tank and kill everything around it. Which I think is what's going to happen. Focus down infantry. Malleus could 100% use the normal power on this turn. I don't know if it's needed, though. If I was in Malleus' shoes, I'd be looking over the replay to see if I can use the normal power to kind of wipe out everything over here. Killing the recon is a big deal. Down with the artillery. Yeah, this is where things get really sad for our good friend, the Neo tank. Does put a tank here. Probably could get away with just putting the artillery here. Yeah. Now if we look at the situation for this poor Neo tank. Do have the normal power Tordread. So the tank can clear this infantry. The Neo tank can escape. The anti-air comes in to kill a chopper. Okay. So this is going to be... That's not the best use of a normal power. So this is going to be a normal power into a super. Very aggressive. This is because Tordread's feeling like he's behind, kind of like I was in that game. Gotta go for these aggressive plays and hope they don't get, hope they find some traction. Now he's gonna have a really good super here. Back to heal, kill off. He lived. Finish off with the infantry. Go for the capture. Ooh, really patient. Okay. I would have probably tried to kill off as many tanks as I could. I'm just gonna let the global damage do its global damage thing. There hasn't really been a response to the Neo tank. I guess Malleus is like, I'll use artillery plus medium tank to deal with it. The Squall. Wow. Wow, Tordread. I don't know about these attacks, man. It will probably get this city for Tordread. The city goes to Maleous, so they'll even up. Ooh, Maleous. Oh, Maleous sees there's another copter down here. Ah, I was like, why? I'm surprised this tank got used. I guess the infantry wasn't a solid enough of a roll there. Wait. You can go for this if you fail it. This tank can just kill this tank. I guess this tank can just kill this tank anyway, it's fine. Oh no, the 1 health. The 1 health didn't work out. It hurts every time. Okay. Just chilling up here. Still no direct counter to this Neo. Other than it just doesn't have enough support. The recons are starting to come out. Okay. And now even on income. Malleus is ahead. Unit count very nicely. Ooh. Size to attack in here now. Strike the infantry. Artillery is covering the different tanks. Medium tank follow-up. Here comes the copters. Lots of infantry, so Malleus is really pushing that unit count advantage. Down goes this recon. Ooh, that's Malleus' only recon on this front, which kind of hurts. Charging in with the tanks. We do have another Squall. So another Drake normal power. It will unlock that kill on the infantry on the city there. Ooh. Hello. Tank, infantry very awkwardly discovers a medium tank. And then an artillery. Don't worry, Tordread. I know exactly how you feel in this situation. Alright. Nice recon damage. Kills off the copter with the infantry help. Now, Tordread does have the power active. So, I assume Malleus is going to get the power active and then do some serious damage here. Go in here, kill off some tanks. Go for the capture. This tank runs away. Infantry comes up, kills off this infantry. Start picking off some tanks on the side. We do have a squall. Otherwise, a Drake normal power in response. The Neo tank down to 3. Gonna live, but it's gonna have a hard time continuing this fight. Alright, another artillery on its way. I mean, it's not the worst situation for Tordread, but it's not great. Oh, there we go. Malleus is getting a Neo tank of his own at this point. So it does get to beat up this artillery, which is nice. And the anti-air. The medium tank hit the artillery. Okay. The Neo tank is very happy to be on his city. It can still get taken out, I believe, by the tanks and the copter. Ooh. And Maleous gets some nice traction in this bottom left corner. Not quite getting the city, but almost there. Tank falls back so that this guy can go back and heal. Okay, okay. The Neo tank will hold. Okay. Again, Tordread decides to pursue this attack. Seems very aggressive for me. Is the Neo tank going to... You don't do that. Oh, no, no. Okay, well, Tordread's gotten away with this attack. What? There's no way Malleus just continues to retreat. By Neo tank. Oh, it lived. That Neo tank was beefy. Copter comes in and takes the tank. Yeah. And in comes Malleus' own Neo tank against an army of just tanks and a single copter, a single Drake copter. That's looking very strong. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, we're gonna need some recons. Probably 2 recons. Wow. Tordread decides to stay and fight. Go for the normal power. Okay. Up. Go for a copter first strike. Finish off with an anti-air. Sure. Does see the Neo tank. Gonna go with the ignore the Neo tank strategy. Not gonna be also attacking into the artillery range again. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Unless it's like a last hurrah kind of move. Does build another Neo tank. Is even an overextension to hit this, because this guy can hit from the this is the same overextension that Malleus did way at the start of the game. It's full circle. Okay. Malleus is attacking in here. We have another artillery that gets revealed with the last unit. It's a classic move. Malleus uses the normal power. kill the anti-air, interrupt the capture, get a nice copter strike. Yeah, tank comes in, says hello. Lots of injured infantry. Copter tank infantry. Okay. There's no other... There's very soon going to be no recon with this army, which is a little unfortunate. You played this pretty much live after around turn 10. Wow. That would probably explain some of those overextensions there. Does manage to get a hit on the artillery. The recon is actually going to live completely surrounded by tanks. You have an anti-air first strike that goes poorly despite striking from the forest. Okay, well this looks really good for Malleus. This also looks really good for Malleus. I would say that Malleus is about to win this game pretty handedly. Corner is pretty much cleaned up. Off this infantry, this comm tower is under a huge threat. The tank is to come forward and just kill a tank. We have the copters going after these poor tanks. And the tanks also going for the tanks. Recon decides to run over to this city. I guess is actually just out of vision of these tanks. So it takes 2 units to kill off a 1 health recon. I probably wouldn't interrupt that capture. I'd just kill another tank, but that's okay. I don't think that city is going to matter. Yeah, and Tordread just resigns at that point. GG. Very aggressive. It finally happened. Tordread did the chase down and got punished for it. GG. Very nice. Very nice split investment by Malleus. You can see if someone's going super hard with the strong side, weak side against you, you send just like a single tank. It can completely win a whole front. Something to keep in mind. You were very close to the Global League burnout again, and this gave you the confidence to keep going. Hey! Love to hear it. Okay, well, I'll try and get through this next one. That should be fine. We'll see how many turns it is. It's Incuggarch as Max versus Profeta as Drake. Coat of Arms. It's a good game. I don't know who sent this in. Round 4, DC 12 Pog. It might have been Incuggarch. It was Incuggarch. Okay. That means Incuggarch gets to be the tank. Okay. So this is a high funds map for the Discord Cup high funds tournament. You start with an airport and then an infantry, a really awkward infantry only base. I guess it's not only infantry. Once you have a lander, you can pick up vehicles from here. And then there is an island base here. The airport's basically forced to build a transport copter on day 1 so that you can get this. You can use this base to get this base quickly. I assume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you can't meet there though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see. So this cruiser is like really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you really wish you were Sammy. Well, you can take a single step and then go down here. Like here, and then pick up an infantry and then come down to the base. We'll see what they do. The cruiser can zone the transport copter. Pick up. Walker map, so it's guaranteed to have rewards for picking Sammy. Yeah, Sammy and Sensei would be very happy. Especially Sensei, because you just build a battle copter and you'll like almost one-shot the cruiser. Unless it's a Drake cruiser. Okay, so the cruiser comes out. You have the transport copter. You can see how awkward this is to get by the cruiser. Although you can just kind of take a single step forward onto this forest and be fine. Oh, interesting. Incuggarch did not go with a transport copter on turn 1. Oh, because it would take a base skip to do it? Interesting. Okay. And there's the little scoot forward. Incuggarch was forced to go for harbor. Also going for the scoot forward over here. Excuse me. Then we have the black boat. The fast black boat from Incuggarch. I guess the black... Oh, interesting. So Profeta didn't have to go for a transport copter. Because the black boat for Profeta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, as Drake would drop off for this base. Huh. Might be what happens right here? No. It is still what happens. Okay. Just use the transport copter here anyway. Do we have a double load? We don't. Just gonna go for the corner airport. Sure, sure. And then we have the max copter. Can be very threatening, even for a Drake cruiser. Okay, both players do end up using the transport copter for the base. I guess it would have been interesting if Incuggarch had been Drake, because this would actually have gotten here faster than the transport copter. Did you win that game? Yeah. Okay. Decides to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't quite do it because it's reef. Incuggarch, how many times did you have to check the range of the cruiser? Just to make sure you don't accidentally blunder into that Drake extra movement range. Okay, so we had a fast mech to go for this capture. Sure, I guess. So far, both players are kind of just dividing the map equally, with Incuggarch going to this harbor to lock it down from being captured easily. Why is this cruiser running back so far? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, Incuggarch is also going to get a mech. The idea here is that if Incuggarch tries to hit the cruiser, the anti-air can kill off the copter. Profeta was very scared of your max copters. That's what it looks like. Profeta coming back very quickly. I think this is the kind of capture you can do at almost any time, so a little weird that Profeta is going for it. We do have the tanks following up. That's the middle. Single anti-air to help with this copter. We've got the max mech spam going on. I'm going to assume a lander is eventually going to get built over here. Okay, we have the Drake mech spam as well. Goes for the comm tower here rather than the city for extra income. Okay, really feeling the threat of the units building up. Lots of mechs. I'm surprised both players are going for so many mechs. I guess it is high funds, so you can kind of afford to do it. Oh. Profeta's gonna go for the kill on this cruiser. I assume. It would be really weird to hit it with a single copter. But I guess it would be fine if you're trying to get the most charge out of it. Because you could hit it here, let it kill you, and then have the other copter kill it off. I guess that's what Profeta is thinking about, and then having this copter just move out towards the center, put more pressure over there. If that was Profeta's plan, though, this cruiser should have acted very belligerently to try and get one of these max copters to take it on 1v1. That is the plan. Okay. I guess Profeta just wants to keep this around as a persistent, annoying threat. Incuggarch does decide to kill off the copter, because why not just kill off the copter? Sure. It has the bomber to make. That's a pretty fast bomber. The Drake fighter is not bad. I assume we're going to see it, but it's got a rough fight. There it is, a rough fight against Max's own fighters because of the Max increased firepower and that movement boost. The only way that the Drake fighter kind of comes out on top is if a Drake power gets used to damage the Max fighter down and then also get a stat boost. There we go. This is something that we'll see a lot in high funds, is you kind of get trapped into whoa. We get trapped into a locked fighter game. So Profeta goes for double cruiser covered by a fighter and Neotank. Okay. So it was preserving the cruiser to have an actual cruiser count. That would make me think that there's future plans of building a carrier. Incuggarch builds another bomber. The problem with these cruisers is they can kind of be ignored, and they aren't cheap. We do have very imposing mech lines from both players. Okay. Profeta comes in, interrupts the capture. We have another fighter. It looks like it's just kind of stalling out, except Incuggarch has got some actual pressure. Does invite this first strike. Ooh. I'm not super happy with this attack from Incuggarch, but we'll see. I'm assuming this is going to be setting up for, a max force. Incuggarch is going to finish off the cruisers. Oh, actually, just to go for the harbor. I mean, that makes sense. When doesn't get the one shot. Smack the anti-air. Kill it off. Hit the... Oh, okay. Kill off the copter to come in and hit the artillery from over here. No, going after the anti... Oh, that makes sense. And there are quite a few air units for Incuggarch here. Good old Max. Lots of damage. And then it's kind of... Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of important that Incuggarch makes sure that Profeta can't... easily cleave a way through here to let the cruiser get through and actually start killing bombers. The timing on the music switch. Okay, we got the black boat. Interesting. Incuggarch might be going over here to try and take Profeta's airport. That would be absolutely brutal. So this is going to do a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. That was almost 60,000 damage. And... Okay, so Profeta is not dreaming of, I don't know if Profeta had a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think Profeta had a way to actually break through and save this, or to kill the infantry in the harbor and let the cruisers start killing off bombers. I could be wrong. That would have been very nice. You'll see Profeta is going for these like backwards hits, and that's because these are really safe. You don't want to overextend into your opponent's army if you don't have to. This mech is really happy to get this hit in this anti-air. Another fire spam, neotank spam. And Profeta's just going to go for a huge front switch. All of the mech, or not quite front switch, but reinforcements, I guess. The mechs are on their way. Incuggarch does get a city here. And then here we go. We have the mech breakthrough. Respect the max mechs. A little interesting to go for the tank strike over the mech strike first, but I guess the tank doesn't really take that much chip from the attack. The bomber just stays here, okay. So Profeta does kind of have a possible game plan here of just draining the fuel out of most of Incuggarch's army. Cruiser just goes for that hit, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's nothing that can make it. Again, there's nothing here that can come and save this harbor. Neotanks come forward to kill some mechs. Anti-air kills off the copter. A nice fighter blocker. Although, I mean, this anti-air does just kind of kill. And the huge front switch is on its way. It's going to be kind of dangerous because at the same time that this army is front switching up here, Incuggarch is kind of coming in from the left side. Ooh, there's nothing over here, so Incuggarch can force Profeta to start buying stuff, or at least send stuff back down here just to stop this black boat from laying siege to this little island. join cap there. Or not a join cap, just the join. Another join. So joining units is sometimes kind of iffy because you go down in unit count, but it's a lot better when you're dealing with global damage because it means you have one less unit that's going to get hit for that free 2 damage. Oh no, Incuggarch callously waits this black boat. Could send it back to the harbor to save it. On the next Drake power, it will be it'll be too low on fuel to actually make it to the harbor. But I guess Profeta doesn't have a good way of getting the power right now. The back line. This copter staying over here to try and harass me. I'm surprised that Incuggarch doesn't have a single infantry, at least near this black boat, to threaten to launch off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can stand here for one more turn. But it seems like Incuggarch is just doing the very disrespectful thing and just gonna let it sink. Not even gonna like delete it to have it go for an early retirement. We have a black boat over here just as a blocker to keep this cruiser stuck in its little pond. Okay. We have a very small pickoff here. The battlecopter was down to 7 fuel. It probably would be better. I mean, Incuggarch might have some plans that involve this not being here, but it would probably be better to just join up to make a full health copter rather than creating a 2 health max copter for a 1 health Drake one. Profeta's just kind of stalling. Wow, Profeta's not even going to kill it. Oh, transport copter crashes. That's something that Incuggarch could have prevented by just having a single APC with this army. Also, there's been no landers bot, which is really weird to me because if we're looking at this takes like 3 turns to make it here. That's just 1 turn for a lander drop off from this base. Not quite sure what's going on with that. Oh. I guess Incuggarch was like, I want the forward lander. I know it takes just as long to get over to this base, but this way it's aggressive. Okay. Take this harbor. This is so sad. It can only move 2 tiles, so it can't even go back to join with like this guy. So it's sent forward to hit a mech and just crash. It's so sad. It's just like this guy. It's so... I don't know why Incuggarch hates his units. Okay, we have a little wall being formed up here. I think Profeta's plan is to just make it to max unit count. We have some megas. Very nice. Megas are kind of annoying for Drake to deal with. Okay. We have a mega built here. Ooh. That implies that Incuggarch is planning to go for a double mega play. Down to 50. So you really don't want to get into a mega fight with Max because megas hit each other like copters hit each other. The exact same damage ratio. That means if Max uses a super, his megas will one-shot your megas. Yeah, cruisers get to hit B-boats. And they do hit them pretty decently. Okay. Oh. Profeta has now also decided to get Thunder. I guess both players at the same time were like, oh, this base can be doing stuff besides building mechs. We have our double mega play. It would have been so sad for Incuggarch if Profeta had been able to take this harbor back and then build a sub. Does Max Super Neo 2-hit KO and Mega on a lab? I do not think so. At least not with a single comp tower. Cruiser takes its little attack. Oh. Profeta has decided to break in here. Mega strikes. There isn't that much follow-up. There's like no follow-up. This is a little sacrifice for the power gods and the unit count gods. Incuggarch almost doesn't want to attack this. Incuggarch might not attack it and just surround it with infantry instead. Or just move back, yeah. Incuggarch indeed does not want to attack it. Because you don't really want to give Drake a super when you're sitting at unit count limit. Have a delete of this poor black boat. I like how now Profeta's like, no, you can't kill my mega. I'm taking it back. And more megas, a tank gets sent in to chip an infantry. Okay, we have a big ol' standoff. Then we have the max blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think any of these megas can reach the other megas. Okay. Bombers. Bomber plus Neo tank. Kill it, but that's okay. We zoom in on here to kill off a bunch of the artillery and the mechs. And with the artillery, bomber gets to hit the Neo tank. A little bit dangerous, but there might be some follow-up to kill any of these anti-airs. It feels a lot better doing this before Drake gets to does get to kill an anti-air. Does any of this global damage nonsense. Big ol' attack. Mega tanks are relatively safe. And then ends the turn at max unit count. Black boat sitting at 1 fuel. Man. It's been so long figuring that turn out. So many one-hit KOs. Yeah, that's the max super. I will say in the future, Incuggarch, just please retire your black boat rather than have it sit on the beach and slowly drown. do have the Drake Super in response. It lost no fuel. So that super did 100,000 damage. See a bunch of bombers go down here. Now Drake doesn't get those those one-hit KOs on a lot of the stuff that Max did. You can see how different this ends up being if Drake is able to get the super off before Max gets the super. Which is why Incuggarch wasn't like attacking that mega tank before. So attacks in here. Ending the turn up in unit value by a tiny bit, but way down in unit count. It's gonna be a painful time for Profeta. We have 2 unit sacrifices here. See if there's some breakthrough by Neotank. Okay, copter comes up to hit that Neotank, another copter, and then the Neotank hits. This is a nice turn for Incuggarch because none of these attacks are giving charge to Profeta. This is where Profeta wishes this was tag and was just Drake and could tag out so that you're constantly getting charged for your next super. In fact, Incuggarch is almost going to get a full super's worth of charge on the offensive, which is so rare. We have a max battleship, the disrespect. What does this achieve? It doesn't even like hold these properties down. 2, 3, 4. It must have 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is not giving me the correct range. I think it does reach these properties. Yeah, it's only -1 range. There you go. That makes more sense. This range is lying to me. It has 1 more range. It does actually reach the city. That makes a lot more sense. If it was actually this range, it would be so bad. Max is victorious by height victory. It's going to be a real pain for Profeta to kill that battleship. You have to use like Drake bombers. Okay, we do have Mega on Mega hit. You can see covers the B-copter. It does cover the B-copter. Okay, now it's treating the range like it should. Maybe it's because it was raining. It doesn't make any sense in Advanced Wars by Web. In Wargroove, if it rains, you have -1 range. Surprised Profeta did not attack this copter with the mega tank. Should be after charge right now. The Neotank on Neotank. Join together. That seems like a bad join. It's a bad join because I'm pretty sure they can just get one-shotted by Neotank. Oh, would really like to get the Drake normal power there. I think he really could have, like, even just attacking this medium tank with that Neotank would have probably got him there. Now this is just going to be another max power. Come in. This is going to be the last shot of this mega. It's now a sitting duck. Well, it still managed to do a chip damage with just its machine gun fire. Yeah, that did kill. So that, you really don't want to join 2 units together and then have them be one-shotted. That sucks. Mega kills Mega. Lander going on back. The battleship gets to fire on the artillery. We have another city falling to Max. Okay, we do have a Drake Super. It's going to do a lot of damage. Did like 60,000, so not like the 100,000s it was doing before. Rain slows down vehicles over forest and plains. Specifically the land vehicles. Where snow does not slow over forests. But snow does affect air units. Look at all this fuel. It's all blinking. The black bow buddies can keep themselves alive. I missed this one going down though. Okay. More mega tanks being brought over. There should really be an APC with this army. Oh, there we go. The Profeta just resigns at this point. I mean, 12k is pretty hard to come back from, as well as being down 13k units. That's for sure. Day 23 APC. Well, you know, probably what happened was Profeta was like, it's fine, Incuggarch's army will just run out of fuel and I'll win that way. And then it built the APC, and that was the GG. This anti-air has 2 fuel. This has 2 fuel. They're in like, this is in line to get onto this city. I think Profeta could have attacked again, but I think maybe going for that normal power before that last max power would have kept him in it. It would be tough though. It's being down in income sucks. Oh, day limit, true. He's got 12 days probably, or maybe 7 days to take the cities back. That's right. Can't go for this super long Drake plan, long game Drake plan. No, I have to go to class. That's the end of the streams. The Wednesday streams have to be shorter. So I'll be leaving you guys with an apple, and we're gonna test something out here. Oh, and there's of course a Patreon you can join if you'd like. I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching.
Go7, king of the penguins. Of all the penguins, he is king. It's Go7, king of the penguins. Being king of the penguins